Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and history lovers. In today's video, we are diving deep into the world of US coins and uncovering the secrets behind one of the most iconic coins in American history, the 1981 Liberty 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny. You may have one lying around, but what if I told you it could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars? Stick with me as we explore its history, what makes it valuable, and how much it could fetch in today's market. Let's get started. The story of the Liberty 1-cent coin begins long before 1981. This penny features the image of President Abraham Lincoln, a design introduced in 1909 to commemorate his 100th birthday. It was the first US coin to feature a real person instead of the symbolic Lady Liberty, designed by Victor David Brenner. The Lincoln cent has become the longest-running coin design in American history. Over the years, it has gone through subtle changes, but the iconic portrait of Lincoln has remained. Now, let's fast forward to 1981, a special year for the Lincoln penny. It was one of the last years these coins were struck primarily in copper, before the US Mint transitioned to using a zinc core with a copper coating in mid-1982 due to rising copper prices. This makes the 1981 cent one of the last of its kind and a key date for collectors. In 1981, the US Mint struck the Lincoln cent at 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; San Francisco, S mint mark. Primarily for proof coins, the mintage numbers were massive. Philadelphia, over 7.4 billion coins; Denver, over 5.4 billion coins; San Francisco, around 4.9 million proof coins. Despite the large numbers, certain varieties and eras from this year have become extremely valuable in the eyes of collectors. Now here's where things get really exciting. Some 1981 Liberty 1-cent coins are worth far more than 1 cent because of mint errors and rare varieties. Let's go over a few. 1981, S-Type 1 versus Type 2 proofs. There were 2 types of proof coins made in San Francisco. Type 1 has a blurry or filled S mint mark. Type 2 has a clearer, sharper S. Type 2 proofs are much rarer and can sell for $50 to over $300, depending on condition. Double die errors. Some 1981 pennies show doubling in the date or lettering, like in Liberty or In God We Trust. These are called double die obverse (DDO) errors and can fetch $100 to several $100s, depending on the severity and grade. Off-center strikes. If your penny looks like it was stamped off-center, it could be worth $50 to $200 or more, depending on how dramatic the error is and whether the full date is still visible. Clipped planches. These are pennies that were cut incorrectly during the minting process, leading to a curved section missing from the coin. Clipped planches can also be worth $30 to $100, depending on condition. Here's a trick to find out if your 1981 penny is made of copper or zinc. Copper cents weigh about 3.11 grams, zinc cents weigh around 2.5 grams. You can use a precise digital scale to weigh your coin. If your 1981 penny weighs 3.11 grams, it's made of 95% copper, which makes it more desirable to many collectors and investors. So how much can your 1981 Liberty 1-cent coin be worth today? Let's break it down. Circulated 1981 pennies, generally worth face value, unless they are copper, which could be worth slightly more for the metal content. Uncirculated coins, MS 65 and above, can sell for $5 to $15, depending on mint mark. Proof coins, Type 2, S mint, range from $50 to $300. Rare error coins can go from $100 to over $1,000, depending on rarity and demand. Some high-grade, perfectly preserved coins have been sold at auction for several $1,000s, especially with unique mint errors. Collectors are drawn to the 1981 penny for a few reasons. It represents the end of an era before the metal composition changed. It offers rare varieties and errors that are fun to hunt for. It's affordable to collect, yet still has high value potential. It's a great entry point for new numismatists and a staple in many coin collections. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, the 1981 Lincoln penny is a fascinating coin with a lot of hidden potential. So, before you toss that penny aside, take a closer look. Check the mint mark, examine the condition, look for errors, and weigh it. You might just have a treasure in your pocket. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos on rare coins, currency values, and hidden gems in your change jar. Leave a comment below if you have a 1981 penny and tell us what you found. We love hearing your stories. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and keep the history alive, one coin at a time. Welcome to the channel, your ultimate destination for rare coins, numismatic treasures, and untold stories from the world of currency. Today, we are diving deep into one of the last and most sought-after coins of the early 20th century, the 1912 Liberty Head nickel, a coin rich in history, packed with collector appeal, and holding surprising value even over 100 years later. Grab your magnifying glass, because you're about to uncover the fascinating legacy of this iconic American coin and find out exactly why it could be worth far more than just 5 cents today. Let's begin with a bit of background. The Liberty Head nickel, also known as the V nickel due to the Roman numeral V on its reverse side, was minted from 1883 to 1912. It featured a classical profile of Lady Liberty wearing a coronet on the obverse side, and the Roman numeral V representing the denomination of 5 cents, surrounded by a wreath on the reverse. But 1912 marked the end of an era. The 1912 Liberty Head nickel was the final year of production for this design before the famous Buffalo nickel took its place in 1913. That alone makes this coin special. But there's more. 1912 was also the very first year the Denver, D, and San Francisco, S mints struck this coin, making the 1912 D and 1912 S Liberty Head nickels incredibly significant. Only 238,000 1912 S Liberty nickels were ever minted, making it the rarest regular-issue Liberty nickel in existence. Compare that to over 26 million from the Philadelphia Mint, and you'll understand why collectors go wild for this piece of American history. While most 1912 Liberty Head nickels from the Philadelphia Mint are relatively common, the real gems are those bearing the tiny D or S mint marks located on the reverse side beneath the dot next to the word cents. Finding one in good condition is like holding a time capsule from a bygone America, a relic of hard work, migration, industrial growth, and numismatic transition. These nickels passed through the hands of factory workers, immigrants, and pioneers. They were part of everyday life in a fast-changing world. Imagine the year, 1912. The Titanic sailed and sank. Woodrow Wilson was elected president. The world was on the brink of war, and America was transforming. In that moment of transition, this coin was minted, small in size, but big in historical value, and while it may say 5 cents, today, its worth can stretch into hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the condition and mint mark. So how much is the 1912 Liberty nickel worth in today's market? Let's break it down. A 1912 Liberty nickel from the Philadelphia Mint in circulated condition may be worth between $2 to $25, depending on where. However, in uncirculated condition, the value can jump dramatically, often ranging from $75 to $150 or more. Now here's where things get exciting. A 1912 D Liberty Head nickel can fetch anywhere from $100 to $500 in circulated grades and well over $1,000 in uncirculated mint state, but the king of them all is the 1912 S Liberty Head nickel, the lowest mintage coin of the entire Liberty Head series. Even a circulated example can sell for $150 to $500, while a gem in uncirculated condition can easily command $1,500 to over $5,000 at auction, and in certified mint state grades, one 1912 S Liberty Head nickel has been known to sell for over $10,000. That's right. What was once used to buy a loaf of bread or a bottle of soda is now a coveted collector's item. Its value doesn't lie just in its metal, but in its rarity, its story, and the people who have touched it through generations. So if you come across one of these coins, especially with a D or S mint mark, hold on to it. Better yet, get it authenticated by a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC. Condition plays a critical role in value, and professionally graded coins tend to command much higher prices on the market. Also, beware of counterfeits. Because of the coin's value, there have been attempts to fake the S mint mark or alter lower value coins to look more valuable. Always consult an expert if you are unsure. The 1912 Liberty Head nickel isn't just a coin, it's a piece of American history. It tells a story of craftsmanship, transition, and timeless value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual enthusiast, this coin deserves a place in your collection and your heart. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1912 Liberty Head nickel, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon for more rare coin spotlights. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep collecting history, one coin at a time.